Y'all thought love and hip-hop drama peaked with thrown drinks and snatched wigs? Baby, that was just the rehearsal. What went down last night backstage wasn't a scene. It was a straight-up war. Lil Scrappy and Bambi didn't just argue. They detonated like a reality TV bomb with no safety pin. And the fallout has Mona Scott's producers praying they kept the cameras rolling. Is this what reality TV has become? Microphones left fried, security ducking for cover, cast members clutching their pearls and their lace fronts, and the internet already losing its mind. What happened to, we're just co-parenting? What happened to, we're good? Nope. Turns out Bambi had receipts, Scrappy had secrets, and both of them had smoke to deliver. On site. Sources say Bambi came in hot. Scrappy got caught red-handed, and before anyone could yell, cut, wigs were metaphorically and almost literally flying. But what really happened behind that dressing room door? Why is everyone suddenly whispering about a secret baby, hush money, and one shady burner phone named Big Bro? And most importantly, whose career just died on that reunion floor? Grab your tea, charge your phone, and don't blink. This ain't just another fight. This is reality TV history in the making. Asterisk, so here's how it all went down. And let me warn you, if you thought Scrappy and Bambi had left their chaos in the editing room, think again, baby. This drama didn't come from a script. It came straight from backstage, raw, uncut, and loud enough to make Mona Scott choke on her oat milk latte. It all started the night of the reunion taping. Tensions were already thick enough to cut with a rat tail comb. Cast and crew were moving like they knew something was about to pop off. And guess what? They were right. Scrappy was in his dressing room, supposedly getting mixed up, but word on the street says he was whispering way too close to a mystery woman who definitely wasn't his co-parent. Bambi, who had been keeping her cool for months, maybe even years, finally said enough. And you know when Bambi goes quiet, it's only because the storm is loading. She didn't say a word. She waited. She watched. And the second she caught Scrappy leaning too far into this chick's ear, boom, she erupted like a love and hip-hop volcano in heels. Eyewitnesses say she marched straight into his dressing room like it was eviction day. No knocking. No producers. Just war. Do it again, she said, loud enough for the entire hallway to hear. I swear on my mama's life, I'll drag your entire legacy across this dirty-ass floor tonight. And y'all, she meant it. Scrappy tried to laugh it off. Girl, you tripping. But security didn't laugh. Nah, they stepped in before the lava flowed. Bambi was swinging, shouting about side chicks' secret bank cards, and some hush money she claimed got sent to an unfamiliar.com PayPal name that sure didn't belong to her. And let me tell you, everybody froze. Makeup artists, frozen. Production assistants, paralyzed. Even that one intern who usually acts like they've seen it all, mouth open. Because this wasn't for the cameras, this was real. And Mona? Chilly, Mona was standing there with her phone out like everybody else. Yep, the queen of controlled chaos didn't even try to intervene. She knew better. You don't get between a woman and her public revenge speech. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, somebody leaked it. Muffled audio from behind the dressing room door started circulating within 15 minutes. You can hear Bambi's voice clear as day, dragging Scrappy for filth. You got our daughter out here thinking you some superhero. She screamed, but you can't even keep your phone locked for 24 hours without a random chick calling you. Big Daddy? And Scrappy? He tried to keep it low, but you can hear him say, "You're ruining my bag, Bambi. You gonna regret this." Her response? A hollow laugh that echoed through the hallway like it was haunted. Regret you? Baby, I've been regretting saying yes to that second ring. Baby, when I tell you the cast started popping their heads out like Gopher's Spice leaned out her room like she was watching a telenovela. Safari had his phone tilted at a 45-degree angle like he was already editing the clip for his IG story. And Carly Reed. She didn't even pretend to be shocked. She just said, "Y'all better back up. She really about to hit him this time." Security posted up, ready to separate them, but no one moved in too quick. Why? Because if you interrupt Bambi mid-rent, you will get swung on, and if you get too close to Scrappy while he's being humiliated, He will flip the script and say production set him up. So they let him marinate. And just when you thought it couldn't escalate further, here comes Mama de Lord have mercy. This woman barged in like she was running a championship match at WrestleMania. She pushed past a frightened intern and screamed, "You ain't gonna ruin my son's legacy. You a lil nobody with a big mouth." Bambi? Oh, she clapped back without even blinking. Control your grown-ass son before you come barking at me. Ain't you tired of acting like a clown for reality checks? Whew, that one hit. You could see Mama D's face crumble behind that rhinestone tiara she refuses to let go of. Scrappy looked like he was about to jump in and say something to defend his mama, but the way Bambi squared up, he knew better. Nobody had time for an assault charge, not with reunion cameras rolling. Fans camped outside the studio, and Mona's team quietly filming everything. And baby, everything means everything. You think they weren't catching every scream, every curse, every flying wig glue packet in 4K? Please, they already had editors in the parking lot putting together teaser clips. But the real explosion hadn't even dropped yet. See, once Bambi stormed out, we thought she was done. We thought she was going to cool down, maybe call her mama. Maybe cry it out in her trailer. Wrong. The second she hit that hallway, her phone flipped to selfie mode, her finger hit go live, and it was game over. Y'all wanna know the truth? She growled into the camera, no filter, no glam, just fury in its rawest form. Ask him why our rent was late, but his side chick got new bundles every Friday. Ask him why I was begging him to go to therapy, while he was out here pretending to be the victim. Comments started flying in instantly. Fans were gagged. She said what? This better not get deleted. Queen behavior. And let me tell you, this was no staged performance. You could hear it in her voice. She was tired. Not love and hip-hop tired, life tired. The kind of tired that comes from being humiliated over and over again while being told you're just too emotional. Meanwhile, Backstage turned into a ghost town. Every cast member with a phone was watching her live. Spice shouted, "She really did it, y'all." Carly Red was low-key smiling like the messy royalty she is. You already know she had her hair fixed and her lighting just right in case she appeared in the background. Meanwhile, Scrappy sat frozen in his trailer, watching the live stream with Mama D crying in the corner, begging him to do something. And baby, when he finally picked up his phone, slammed it against the wall and screamed, "Cut the cameras or I'm done filming on my mama." That's when we knew. This wasn't just a fight. This was a fallout. The kind that ends careers, exposes secrets, and tears apart whatever little was left of that filtered happy couple image. And shouted across the hallway, "You big mad now, huh? Then come say it on camera. Tough guy." She held that phone up like it was a badge and he was under arrest. Scrappy stormed out of his trailer, jaw clenched, chain swinging, looking like he was ready to snatch the air itself. "Cut that live off right now, Bambi," he yelled, voice cracking in the worst possible way. But she wasn't hearing it. "Oh, now you care about the cameras," she barked back. "Where was all that energy when you were whispering to Big Bro in your D-Miz at 2 a.m.? You wasn't shy then." The hallway went dead silent. Even the security guards looked like they wanted to disappear. You could hear the humming from someone's phone mic recording from the shadows because, baby, everyone was getting footage. Scrappy pointed a finger so close to her face you'd think he was about to cast a spell. "You gonna regret this. I swear to God, I got messages too. You think you clean? I'll leak your secrets too. You think they won't cancel you?" And then came that laugh. That same cold, dangerous, dead-inside laugh that lets you know a woman has passed the point of pain and hit straight revenge mode. "Try me, Scrappy. Try me. They've been trying to cancel me, but this is your funeral. You thought you could cheat on me, clown me, and leave me to look crazy. This woman deserves an Emmy." YouTube channels had their thumbnails ready. Breaking. Bambi says Scrappy has a secret baby, and the kicker? None of this was even verified.
But it
didn't matter. The internet doesn't care about facts when there's fire. Scrappy, still fuming, shouted, "I should have never married your fake asterisk in the first place." And that's when Bambi's smile dropped. The pain flashed for just a split second before she straightened up and hissed, "Next time you lie to me, I'll post your burner accounts too. I ain't scared of losing anything. I already lost my respect for you." Scrappy froze. Even Mama D, sitting on a folding chair trying to catch her breath, gasped like she just found out her EBT card declined. "Baby, she lying. Don't let her drag you like this," she yelled, but no one was listening. Not Scrappy. Not Bambi. Not the cameras. Because here's the real tea, this wasn't about just a fight. This was about years of disrespect piled up like unopened mail. The cheating, the lies, the manipulation, the gaslighting. The Instagram captions that said "family first" while the D-Miss said "you up?" This was Bambi's breaking point, and she broke loud. But the plot thickens. Just when you think she's run out of ammo, boom, an anonymous account drops screenshots on Twitter. Supposedly, Bambi had been sliding into an ex's D-Miss while married to Scrappy. One message read, "I miss talking to you. You always listen better than him." Now, whether it's real or a fanfiction fantasy, the internet didn't care. It exploded like a microwave burrito. Suddenly, it wasn't just Team Bambi versus Team Scrappy. It was who really cheated first. And that's the kind of chaos that can't be controlled, not even by VH1. While the timeline argued about morals, Bambi went quiet. For a full hour, no tweets, no live, no clapbacks. Which, if you know reality TV math, means only one thing: something big was coming. And boy, did it come. Just 12 hours later, a messy podcast channel uploads a blurry teaser thumbnail. Bambi. No glam, all black, eyes dead to the camera. Caption? She's ready to tell it all. Full episode drops tonight. The trailer had one line from Bambi that sent chills through social media. "Yeah, I lost it backstage. But I've been silent too long. He made me look crazy for years." Not anymore. Viewers set alarms. Fans turned on notifications. This wasn't just drama, this was cinematic. Betrayal. And right on cue, Mama D went live again. Yep, third time in 2 days. Screaming into her phone with that shaky Wi-Fi like the auntie who refuses to get off Boost Mobile. "Y'all eating up her lies, but not mine. I'm the victim here. My son is a king, a little messy, but a king." And someone in the comments had the nerve to type, "Ma'am, log off. You tipsy and Scrappy." Meanwhile, Scrappy, not to be outdone, drops a freestyle on his I do no beat, just voice notes. "They painting me the villain, twisting my name, forgetting I'm the one who gave them fame." The internet cackled. Some fans called it raw. Others said it was corny as hell. One top comment, "Bro, your rhyme scheme expired in 2015. And while both of them were out here burning their reputations in real time, Mona was playing chess with fire. She called both teams. They both nodded. And just as Bambi reached into her bag and pulled out that manila folder, thick with what she called 5 years of lies, the camera zoomed in. The second the cameras rolled, all bets were off. Bambi reached into her bag and pulled out a thick manila folder like she was about to cross-examine Scrappy in court. Pages spilling with screenshots, printed texts, even highlighted receipts. "You want the truth?" she said, tapping the folder. "It's all right here. The side chick payments, the secret hotel bookings, the hush money you sent using your cousin's Cash App." Scrappy didn't blink. He calmly reached under the table and pulled out a second phone, the backup one Bambi thought she destroyed. "You sure you want to do this?" he asked, screen already unlocked, gallery full of saved videos. "Because I got voice notes too. Remember that Kanken trip with your business partner? Should I play the one where you said, he don't? Need to know? Say the word, I'll press play right now." The host looked like he'd seen a ghost. Security inched forward. Mona, allegedly watching live from a separate control room, whispering, "This better not get physical, but also make sure we get all 3 camera angles." Bambi leaned forward. "I said what I said. I've been quiet while you painted me crazy. Meanwhile, I was juggling motherhood, anxiety, and you're cheating behind acting like he a rapper from 2006. The audience, yes. There was one now gasped so loud the mics clipped. Scrappy fired back. "You done?" Because all that mess you crying about, you was living off it too. That ring you flexed on Instagram, paid for with the same money you say came from cheating. Don't rewrite the narrative now that it's convenient. Bambi shook her head slowly. That ring was my silence fee. You didn't buy love, you bought time, and your time just ran out.
Tension explosive, Mama D.
Oh, she wasn't about to miss her cameo. Midway through the taping, she banged on. The studio doors like a W wrestler demanding airtime. Y'all gon' hear me today too. I raised a king and I got the text to prove it. The producers tried to block her. Security hesitated, but the cameras still rolling. Because let's be honest, Mama D yelling through a studio door is the content love and hip-hop lives for. She finally pushed her way in, crown askew, lipstick smudged, yelling, "This whole circus is because of her. Bambi been gaslighting my baby for years." Bambi turned, deadpan. You still living off this Queen Mother storyline? Ain't you tired of crying in confessional chairs and pretending it's for your son? You fight harder for airtime than you do for his healing. The room? Silence. Even Scrappy looked like he wanted to disappear, but the damage? Already done. That taping went off the rails faster than Mona could blink. Security had to step in not once, but 3 times once when Bambi stood up and flung a stack of printed DMs across the table like confetti. Another when Scrappy tried to snatch her phone mid-recording, and the last when Mama D tried to freestyle into a boom mic claiming she wrote the original script of Scrappy's life. But the real chaos didn't come until after the taping. That night, someone leaked a backstage voice memo. Not from Bambi, not from Scrappy, but from a micked-up producer who accidentally left their recorder on during a private cast conversation. And what did it catch? Scrappy allegedly admitting he did have another child with someone the cast knows but can't name yet. That line alone broke the internet. Fan pages were sprinting to old episodes matching timelines, pulling up women Scrappy hugged too long on red carpets, comparing baby photos. One Twitter user even made a side-by-side photo of Scrappy, his daughter, and a random baby with the caption, "This the secret baby, y'all?" The memes? Ruthless. Scrappy out here collecting kids like Pokemon. Bambi said no reverse and pulled a full skip card. And then came the interviews. Bambi did a live sit-down with a streaming gossip channel, and the title alone made heads spin. He cheated, lied, and I stayed. Until he gave her my wig budget. In that interview, she revealed she was offered hush money to stay quiet for the sake of the brand. Claimed VH1 encouraged the fake smiles and even told her, "Don't talk about mental health, it ruins the fantasy." Fans erupted. Some were Team Bambi forever. Others still clung to Scrappy's apology freestyle, calling him misunderstood and emotionally bruised. Meanwhile, Scrappy posted a black and white reel of himself in the gym, punching a heavy bag with the caption, "Redemption season, watch me rise." Mama D reposted it with, "My baby is healing. Y'all haters stay pressed." But Bambi? She was already 5 moves ahead. Word leaked that she had signed a deal with a rival network. Yep, Seuss allegedly offered her her own raw reality series called Bambi Unfiltered. No more scripts. The trailer? One blurry shot of her stepping out of a black SUV in slow motion, narrating, "They told me to stay quiet. I stayed silent. Too long?" The tagline? You thought you knew her. You didn't, fans? Losing their minds. Reddit melting down. She took a scandal and flipped it into a solo career. Queen S. Meanwhile, VH1 scrambling to do damage control. Rumor is they're working on a new love and hip-hop spin-off called After the Explosions to document what happened. Post-fight. One producer was overheard saying, "If we don't get ahead of this, Bambi gon' take the whole audience with her." And Scrappy? Sitting in a dimly lit room on IG Live whispering Bible verses while his lawyer types in the background. But one thing's for sure, this wasn't a fight. This was a full-on career explosion, and both sides are burning bridges on purpose. Because nowadays, destruction is just step 1 in building your own empire. And Bambi? Baby, she's already pouring the foundation. So buckle up, because this tea ain't cooling down anytime soon. And just like that, Another love and hip-hop disaster turns into a full-blown digital earthquake. Bambi got her folder. Scrappy got his burner. Mama D got her wine glass and a ring light on standby. And Mona, she's probably somewhere sipping tea made of pure chaos and ratings. But the real question is, who do you believe? Is Bambi the heartbroken queen finally rising from the ashes of betrayal? Or is she the calculated villain who waited until the camera lights were hot enough to burn everyone around her? Is Scrappy the misunderstood man pushed to his limit by reality TV lies? Or is he just another player who couldn't keep his playlist clean? And what about Mama D? Ride or die Mama Bear? Or a professional instigator with a Wi-Fi connection and no filter? Drop your hot takes in the comments right now, because you know we're reading every messy theory, every shady emoji, and every "she ate that" meme. Don't just watch from the sidelines, be part of the chaos. Hit that like button. If you screamed "what?" at least once during this video. Smash that subscribe so you don't miss what Bambi does next, because sis ain't done. And tap that bell, because when the next leak drops the baby, the backup phone, the Zeus contract, you better believe we're breaking it down first, raw, unfiltered, and louder than Mama D in a reunion fight. So stay locked right here. Because where there's smoke, there's Bambi's receipts. And where there's Scrappy, there's a new scandal waiting to explode. See y'all in the next expose. Don't blink.